It's not on the paper that you're doing, but I do want to talk about it because I want to get you thinking about box plots before we actually do one today, okay? So this is backwards from what we did yesterday. Yesterday, I gave you all the data, and then I asked you to create the box plot, or we created it together. Do you remember doing that yesterday? We had to find all the data, then we created the box plot. Well, this box plot's done for you, and this one is not on your sheet. So if you're looking for it on your sheet, you're not going to find it, okay? So let's look. The lower extreme. When you get a box plot like this, I want you to always, always, always label it, okay? What does this dot show us? The what? The dot farthest to the left shows us the what? The lower extreme. So I'm going to put LE, all right? What dot comes second? Yo, what is that? Lower quartile. What dot's in the middle right here? The median. What dot's next? Upper quartile. And what's this one? The upper extreme. Okay, so every time you get a box plot that's already done for you, you should always label it, okay? That should be the first step that you do, all right? So let's look over here. And it gives us, it asks us to find the lower extreme, upper extreme, Q1, median, Q3 of the box plots. And we're going to talk about what Q1 and Q3 are in just a minute. So let's fill in what we know. What's the lower extreme? 65. What is the upper extreme? 95. And we know the median is what? 80. Now, we didn't call it quarter one. We didn't call it quarter three, okay? But we should be able to tell this part of our box plot is the what? First what? Quarter. So this one would be Q1. So I want you to mark, well, don't mark it out on your paper because you don't have this. And we're going to do lower quartile and upper quartile. So what is the lower quartile? 75. And the upper quartile is 85. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's look at your paper. And your paper should look like this. And remember, this part right here is all what? We're not doing that part, so mark that part all out if you haven't already. We're not doing that part, that fill in the blank part, so mark it out. And let's look at this first set of data. The first set of data says Monarch Middle School hosted a book fair fundraiser. The list below shows the number of books the school sold each day for 7 days. Use a box plot to display the data. Now, what do we have to do first for our data? What's the first step? Put the numbers from least to greatest. So, I'm bringing you a piece of paper. On your piece of paper, I want you to list the numbers least to greatest. I forget that one's right. Do you need a pencil? Oh, it's not gonna work. Oh, that's better. All right. I covered my numbers up just because it made mine look a little junky because I don't have an extra piece of paper up here. But you should have 42, 48, 50, 51, 52, and 57. So what's the next step? What do we need to do? Find the median. So let's do that. Let's mark off low, high until we get to the middle number or two. How many numbers do we have? So will we have a middle number? Yes. Low, high. Low, high, low, high. And what's our median? 51. So where are we going to write this over here? I want you to go ahead and mark out Q1 and put LQ. Mark out Q3 and put UQ. And we're going to put a box around the lower part and the upper part. How many numbers in the lower part? 3. So will we have a middle number? Yep. Low, high, and what is it? 48. So where do we put that over here? The median of the lower part's the what? The lower quartile. So we're going to put that here, 48. So let's find the median of the upper part. Low, high, and what is it? So where do we put 57? Upper quartile. Lower extreme. What number is that? 42. And the upper extreme is... Now, when we are creating our box plot, the first step is to draw our number line and label it. Make sure you include the lowest number and the highest number. Has that been done for us? Did they number it for us? Yep. So do we have to do that part? Nope. So let's use that. And let's plot our points. We've got 42. Remember, please do it above. Do not do it on the line. 42, 60, 48, 51, and 57. Connect the first one and the second one with a line. The last two with the line, and mine's not straight, sorry. And the 3 in the middle make our box. Easy, right? All right, I want a fist of 5 of how much more comfortable you feel creating one of these. Okay? Okay. All right, let's do another one. Is everybody finished making this one? All right, let's go to the next one. There were 9 performances of a play at the Grand Theater. The list below shows the number of attendees at each performance. Use a box plot to display the data. So what's our first step? Order them least to greatest. I want you to do that. All right, check your work with mine. I have 218, 225, 235, 250, 250, 255, 275, 295, and 300. Okay? Now, I want you to figure out the median. I want you to figure out the median. What'd you get for the median, Chase? 250. How many people got 250 as the median? All right, what do we need to change Q1 to? Lower quartile, and Q3 is upper quartile. I want you to figure out the upper and the lower. Go. See if you can figure it out. All right, what did you get for the median of the lower part? What's halfway between 225 and 235? 230. 230. Good job, Abby. All right, the upper part. What's halfway between 275 and 295? Can we do that one in our head? $285. Good job, Chase. What's our lowest number? 218. And what's our highest number? 300. I want you to create your box plot. All right, I have a question about your box plot. Which quarter has the most spread? Which one is spread out the most? Show me with your fingers. 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which quarter is spread out the most? Yep, yep, yep. What you got? Yep, what you got? Yep, what you got? What you got? Which one spread out the most, Emily? Quarter 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is spread out the most. Okay. All right, let's look at the third one. Frank's Nursery purchased an advertisement to increase the number of followers on its social media website. The list shows the number of followers the website gained each day. Use a box plot to display the data. I want you to do this one completely by yourself. All right, I've walked around and checked. I know a couple of you are still working, okay, and you'll still have time in just a minute, but I do want to flip over to the back, the second page, because I want to talk about the back, because the back is different, okay? On the back of the sheet, you are not creating the box plot. You are, let me see, what does the back of yours look like? All right, is this, what is your first, can I hold your paper for a second? Thanks. Because I kind of went back and forth on what I was going to give y'all. Oh, maybe. Let's see. I already did one for y'all. What? Okay, that's okay. We did this one together a minute ago. Sorry. All right. We did this one together a minute ago. I want you to do it. See if you can come up with the same answers. And we're going to go over it. Just give me a second. Why are you writing the numbers down? They gave it to you. What's our first step, y'all? What do we need to do? Label our what? Label our box plot. What's here? The lower extreme. What's here? The lower quartile. What's here? Median. What's here? Upper quartile. And what's here? Upper extreme. Now put your numbers over there. All right, the next one is tricky, isn't it, Emily? Emily is stumped on the next one. I'm not telling you the answers to this one because I've already told you, okay? Let's look at the next one. The next one, if you look, oh, Lord, this is not working great for me right now. Here we go. Let's look. When I looked at Emily's paper, this is what she has. She has lower extreme. Then she has lower quartile. She has median. And she has upper quartile. Well, there's no whisker. So that means this dot is also what? It's both, okay? It's both. So your upper extreme and your upper quartile are both gonna be 54. I want you to label the rest. All right, you have two that they gave you all the numbers. All you have to do is create the box plot. So I want you to go ahead and do those two.